Let me introduce you to sweet 12-year-old Ashton. It was 1999. I was a really good student. I made really good grades. I rarely got in trouble, and I was a talker. Go figure. All of the talkers now work in education, I promise you. However, I went to school on a Friday, and the first thing out of somebody's mouth was, "Man, you look like Bill Clinton." Big eyes, big teeth, big hair. It was a perm, I promise. I was devastated. I went home and I cried to my mom. And my mom said, "Did it hurt you? You're just fine." Okay. I spent all weekend stewing. Maybe now, 24 years later, realize that might not be bullying. That might have just been an unkind moment in my life. However, it stuck with me for 24 years. Chelsea Clinton. Here are some numbers to make that a little more relevant to today. 54.2 million is the number of students that were enrolled in K-12 schools in 2021. 87.2% of those students were enrolled in public schools. 28% of those students, grades 6 through 12, reported having experienced being bullied. 30% of the students surveyed reported being the actual bully. 160,000 is the number of students who are reported to skip school every single day to avoid being bullied. 70.6%. The percentage of students who have seen bullying happen on campus. 6%. The percentage of students who have been cyberbullied. 16% is the percentage of students, grades 9 through 12, are high school students, who have reported being cyberbullied. 55.2% of students who were surveyed that identified as LGBTQ+ students have reported also being cyberbullied. So when did this start? When she called me Chelsea Clinton, I got to go home and be by myself until Monday, and I went back to school and everybody had forgotten. There were no cell phones. There was no social media. There was not any connection to that student who had treated me unkindly. Maybe this changed in 2001 when Nokia bricks started coming out and everybody had a cell phone. We no longer had to wait in our kitchen for the phone to ring and our dad to answer and our friend to very awkwardly ask, "Hey, is Ashton home?" Maybe it was in 2003 when MySpace was launched and Tom asked all of us to pick our top 8 friends and publicly display them. When you broke up with your boyfriend or had a fight with your best friend, you took them off your top 8. Everybody knew it. Maybe it was 2004 when Facebook launched and everybody posted pictures of their families, their vacations, their best friend's sister's wedding that they went to, and you wished you were there too. Or 2006, when you can post unkind words with 140 characters for everybody to see. 2007, text messaging was the #1 app used on mobile devices. And in 2024, there are now 5.04 billion active social media accounts. We have a culture of constant connectedness. Our students don't get to go home and stew for 2 days over what was said to them on Friday afternoon. They have text messages, Snapchats, TikToks made about it and spread to everybody on the campus. They get to hear it from the second they get home until the second they get back to school on Monday. That has created a culture of unkind teens and parents who are not monitoring their teens and allowing it. We've created a fear of missing out. All of this constant connectedness and obsession with social media and connectedness has bred depression, sleep disruption, body dysmorphia, cyberbullying, bullying, unhealthy relationships, online predators, and biased opinions. So what can we do as a society? How do we fix this? How do we support our students all together at home, on campus, and out in the world? We have to build a team. In theory, students' main influences are their families and their teachers. Socially, it's their friends. So together, as a teacher and as a parent and with the student, we have to create a team that helps these kids be successful and build good character. We need to teach them integrity, doing the right thing when nobody's looking. How do you teach your kid in an age-appropriate way to be honest and to do what's right? Empathy. It's very important that we teach empathy to our students. How do we teach them to care what other people are feeling and what they're going through? It's important that students are looking around them and thinking about the ways that they can make their or families' lives a little bit better that day. Kindness. Sounds so easy. Teach your students and your kids to be kind. A simple, I really like your shirt. Hey, I really liked how you celebrated winning the soccer game everybody yesterday. Just a little compliment, a little act of kindness can make somebody's day. Critical thinking. As an educator, this is one of the biggest things that we need to teach our students. How do you problem solve? How do you problem solve in a team? How do you get together and solve these big world issues that may seem out of pocket for you as a high school student, but you're not going to be a high school student forever? You're going to go to college, you're going to learn, you're going to make those connections. How do you fix that? Critical inclusion. This goes hand in hand with kindness. How do we teach students and our siblings and our kids to include everybody? Everybody deserves a chance to be on the team. Everybody deserves a chance to answer that question and to feel supported by their peers and their educators. Accountability. Taking responsibility for your actions and your decisions. How do we teach that age appropriately? How do we teach kids that you did something wrong and we need to fix it? You take accountability and responsibility. Compassion. And this is a global issue. We need to teach our kids to be compassionate about what others, civilizations, other organizations are going through and to make things better. And I'm going to leave you with this final quote today. Dr. Michelle Borba, together we can build kind, smart, and tough.